Hello students, how are you all? Today we will learn a very interesting thing in MS Excel. Today we will learn about how to do the total income tax calculation by using different Excel formulas. So we are going to learn about the income tax slab for the assessment year 2020-21, which means the financial year will be 2019 and 20. So we all know that in income tax there are some heads like income from salary, income from house property, income from capital gain, income from business and profession, and income from other sources. So by adding all these five heads under section 14, we will get the GTI, which is known as the gross total income here. So before this row, there will be some other rows like salary, house property, all those things. So by making a sum of all those things, we will get suppose the 8 lakh 50. Now we'll all know that there are some statutory deductions, which is under section 10A, means the house rent allowance and other convenience, and there is state-wise professional tax. So this is the head for the HRA, the amount will be here, and the professional tax, the amount will be here. So from 8 lakh 50, we will deduct these two expenses or means deductions, then we will get some another amount. So look at the formula, means E8 minus sum of these two. So just look at this thing once again. So it's not like 8 lakh 50 minus 10A minus professional tax. It's 8 lakh 50. Then we are making a summation of the total figures of these two, the HR and the pre-tax. Then we are deducting all together. Then after we are having some standard deductions, 50,000. Then we will do the main deduction things, the 80s deductions. We all know there's 80C, 80CCD, the 80D, 80G, 80E, and the 80TTA. So from all those exemptions and deductions, we will put the figure here. So there is not much formula is here. There's no formula will be there. Just the explanations are there, what kind of deductions are. So we will get, suppose the total deduction of rupees 295. So there is a summation of all these things, means from E12 to E19, means from E12 to E19. So we will get a total deduction of rupees 295,000. And my taxable income will be the net income, means the gross income after the exemption minus this. So it is 5 lakh 55. So that is my taxable income. So on this income, we are going to calculate our tax. Now this is the main part. So before starting, let us clear the tax slab for 1920 assessment year. Our tax slab is up to rupees 2 lakh 50. There is nil tax. Now don't look at this column now. Up to 10 lakh 2 lakh 50, no tax. Then from 2 lakh 50 to up to rupees 5 lakh, there is 5%. Then from 5 lakh 1 to 10 lakh, the tax is 20%. And when it is more than 10 lakh, there is 30%. So remember, it's not a straightforward tax calculation. We all know that this is a slab. So suppose I'm giving an example. Suppose the income is 9 lakh 50. So from the very first region, you will get no tax. So up to the 2 lakh 50 income from your 9 lakh will have no tax. Then from 2 lakh 50 to 5 lakh, means on 2 lakh 50 there will be 5%. Then from 5 lakh to not 10 lakh, because income is I told 9 lakh, so up to rupees 9 lakh means 4 lakh. On 4 lakh it will be 20%. So when we will add our tax, we will add this figure and this figure also. So it's a accumulation of all these rates and slabs. So it's not like that I 9 lakh 50 means it's the second slab, or 10 lakh 50 means the third slab or the fourth slab. So we will make accumulation of all the slabs, and there will be the total taxable, the total tax liability. So let's start with the very first one. So I told that um, the first one is up to rupees 2 lakh 50, that is nil. So if I look at the formula is written here and the output is there. So, and the text rate is there. So first let's start that if we are using the very basic if function. So if E21 means my taxable income is less than equal to B25 means 2 lakh 50. So if my taxable income is less than equal to 2 lakh 50, then comma, then E21 means once again my taxable income minus 0, comma B25 means 2 lakh 50. So basically what I'm going to say that up to 2 lakh 50 your income will be 0. So we are seeing the slab and the income is 0. Now it's not a straightforward 0. So we will write the C25 means the C25 in here into the D25 means the rate. So whatever amount we will have here, that will be into 0%. So the amount will be obviously 0. Now we are going to the second slab. Now this is a very important formula. Here we are using the multi conditions, means there is max and there is if, and there is not only the if, there is a double if. So there are actually the three conditions are there. We are taking the maximum of the two if functions. So please look at this very carefully, and it will be easier for you if you practice this whole thing in your own laptop with the same data. You use the same formula, the logic will be clear to you, then it will be easier for you to understand and apply. So first, now we all know the second slab is actually from 2 lakh 51 rupees to 5 lakh. The slab is 5%. So first we are doing the max, then the if. So if once again the E21 means the taxable income is less than equal to B26. Now why B26? Why B26? Because we already have done the B25 portion. So we are looking for the 5 lakh. So if my taxable income is less than equal to B26, comma, then the second criteria is E21. Once again the E21 minus the B25. Now why there is B25? Now we will actually add, means we will actually add the first amount with the second amount. So we have to deduct the 2 lakh 51 from our consideration. That is why. So once again, the E21 means the taxable income minus the P25 means the first lakh, the 2 lakh 50, comma, the third criteria is B26 means my 5 lakh minus B25. This. So actually what the second slab is, from the remaining portion of the first slab will be carried forward to the next slab up to rupees 5 lakh. So that is why we are actually deducting the B26 to B25. 5. So actually we are deducting the first slab 2 lakh 50 with the second slab's 5 lakh. Now that was the first part of the if. Now comma, second part is very easy. If E21 means taxable income is greater than my 2 lakh 50. So it will be comma 0. So the thing is that if anything more than rupees 5 lakh, that will be considered for 5%, and if anything less than 5%, 5 lakh, that will not be considered, that will be 0 here. So there is a 5%. Now look at the formula here. It's C26. So whatever output we will get here, the C26 will be multiplied into 5. That is 12,500. Now second one, third one. So the same thing. If you understand the second slab, you can easily apply it in the third slab. The same formula is here. The E21, the taxable income minus E27 means the third slab column, third slab amount, the 10 lakh, comma, E21 once again, the taxable income minus B26 means just the previous one's amount, the 5 lakh, comma, the B27 minus B26 minus this 1 lakh minus 5 lakh, comma, then E21 minus B26. So when we were considering the second one, we were taking the amount from the here, and when we are considering about the third one, we are taking the sale address or the amount from the second one. So whatever amount we will get here, multiplied into 20%, that will be 11,000. So we can see that C27 is this cell is the 55,000 into D27 20%. So 20% of 55,000 is 1/5 of that is 11,000. Now the last one is a bit easy because the slab actually tells it is anything more than 10 lakh, that will be straightforward 30%. So that is easy. So we have taken only the max portion, the max formula. There is E21, that is there is the taxable income, minus B27 means the 10 lakh, comma, once again E21 minus B27. If it is not, then it is 0. So we have nothing here. So we have the 0, 30%. So by applying this thing, that is a very important one, we can have the initial tax amount, that is 23,500. That is the summation of all these 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have the surcharge. Now, what is the good of the surcharge? The surcharge is, it is 10% of tax if the income is more than 50 lakh but less than 1 crore. So once again, there are three things here. First, the 10% of the tax if is greater than 50 lakh but less than 1 crore. So if I look into the formula here, if once again and, now why, now you will ask me, sir, why we are adding the and? Because there are two things there. It's not the either or, it's actually and. So 10% of income tax if it is greater than 50 lakh and less than 1 crore. That is why we are using the and, not the only the if. So we will apply the if, then and, the primary formula and the secondary formula. E21 means my taxable income is greater than 5 lakh, sorry 50 lakh, comma, once again taxable income is less than 1 crore. So what will happen if this is the criteria, if it fulfills the criteria? So E29 means my taxable income, my tax E29 into D30 means my 10%. So if my taxable income is more than 50 lakh but less than 1 crore, my surcharge will be 10% of the tax liability. So in this example, it's not considering, so the surcharge is 0. Now what is the second surcharge? It is 15% of tax is income is more than 1 crore. And that is the more straightforward. So if, once again, that's just the formula because we don't have any second criteria here. If my taxable income is more than rupees 10 crore, comma, is tax liability into D31 means 15%, otherwise 0. So by adding these two figures, we can have the tax with the surcharge, the tax including the surcharge. Then we will have the tax credit. If it is there, this is called the relief, that up to rupees 12,500 if taxable income that is less than rupees, if the taxable income is less than rupees 5 lakh, then we can have an output surcharge. So here we can see, now because we have the term up to is here, so we can using the min, and if it is more than, we can use the max. So once again, if it is if and min, so E21 minus B25, once again the E21 means my taxable income is greater than equal to B25, means greater than equal to of my minimum tax amount, and minimum of E26 then 12,500. So we can get a relief here, but it is not considering here, so we are getting the 0 amount. So the output is the E32 minus the surcharge or relief, there is 23,500. I'm sorry, the relief it would be 23,500. Then the educational says 4% straightforward. That is D35 means the D35 into the E34. That is straightforward 9940. And we can get the tax liability of 24,440. So we can see that the main thing is here that we were using actually the if, the multi-if, the max multi-if functions. Then here, once again, the if and functions and the multi-if functions. Then at last, we are having the total tax liability. So It's a bit tough. It's complex if you don't practice. So my suggestion is that take the same data and open an MS Excel sheet and start practicing. It will be tough for you in the initial stages because there are a lot of if and buts and max and means. So if you understand, once again the if here, so if you understood the basic if functions, what I said in the previous classes, then it will be easier for you to this tax calculator. So do those basic if functions from the previous classes, from my previous lectures. You can get my videos there. You can subscribe them. You can practice them. Then it will be easier for you to come back in this income tax calculation and cope up with these things. So I think you will do it, and I think you can do it. Till then, bye bye.